Violet coming to you. We're going to be using the Witch's Wisdom. We're going to be using the Whispers of Love. These are going to come a little bit later. Okay? The first deck that we're going to be using, of course, the Cartomancy deck, which looks like playing to you, but it's not what I use it for. Okay? We're also going to use our Classic Tarot, our Tarot Original. And then we're going to be using the Tarot. At least that's what I call it. Let's go, Libra. So I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. I do leave the car on because right now I'm in between where I am staying. I'm not able to do tarot inside without being interrupted. So that's why I'm in my car. Anyway, I do it before I go inside after a day's work so that way nobody bothers me. Let's go. Please keep your comments PG when it comes to me. Don't be fucking coming at me sideways because I will assassinate your character by pressing that button and poof, you'll be gone. With that said, this is not a one-to-one reading. Please stop asking for cards. It's annoying and you're only showing you're cheap because you don't want to pay for tarot. The other thing is, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, anywhere in your chart. If you're an air sign, if you're a fellow Libra, if you happen upon this reading, this might be your reading. Please don't hoard. I'm okay with you sharing my tarot with others that need to hear the story. Maybe it's their story. Maybe it's not something that is coming to you and a message for you. Maybe it's a message for one of your loved ones. So, somebody you know, a friend, etc., that use this tarot reading because I'm talking to them. Okay? Let's go, guys. I just absolutely hate people that come on to people's channels just to give them a hard time for whatever reason. It's not right. Nobody goes harassing you at home. Stop harassing us. Let's see. Libra, the cards that are coming out I don't like. That's why I choose 2 tarot decks, okay? Just in case we need to clarify anything. Just in case we need to see anything else. It might be a hidden aspect down the line. And I'll tell you as soon as I'm done shuffling what it is that's come out for you. Again, this may or may not resonate. Sorry. I've been tongue-tied all day. But if it does, it does. If it's your story, great. If it's not, then do not force it to fit. Anything else, Spirit? Lordy, lordy, lordy. I already see things that are just really, 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 really hot and heavy here. And let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Is there anything else, please and thank you? Too many, Spirit. I was gonna take this jacket off, but you know what? I'm so tired today. I've had a long weekend. So instead of taking it off, I left it on because I'm just gonna peel everything off and get into the shower. How about that? One more, Spirit. That's too many, Spirit. Stop throwing cards. One more, Spirit. No, Spirit. One more, Spirit. Just one, please. Just one. They're like, you want one? Here you go. 2 and 3 at a time. No, Spirit. The heck? Is that just one? Oh my God. This energy is really discombobulated. The Ace of Coins is at the bottom of the deck. We're going to leave it that way. Oh, Lord. Where do I start? All right. You have 10 of Swords. You have the Knight of Coins. You have the Queen of Swords. You have the 5 of Coins. Just that alone, I can tell you, is feeling very oppressed. The energy is feeling very oppressed, feeling like the walls are caving in. Have you ever seen those movies Oh, the Queen of Swords is right in the middle. Could feel you could be the one that's going through this. Hope not, but here's the card reader. And what do we get? We get the infamous Wheel of Fortune. Why do I say that? This is our theme card for tonight. Because it's been coming out for 3 weeks straight. Somebody wants somebody to change. Somebody wants someone out there in Libra land to change. Is that you, Libra? Is it the cross watcher? Only you know. If you don't change, you're going to continue in this energy. You see that? 9 of Swords energy. 10 of Swords energy. Libra, what are you doing to me? It makes me feel exasperated for whoever it is that's going through all of this. Can't possibly be a good or feeling that somebody's going through. On the other hand, this is what keeps coming out too, which is really weird. It's just weird because of the card mixture, you know? The card mixture is giving like mixed signals. So on the one hand, somebody's expressing to me that they're going through hell and high water. And they're ready to jet. They're ready to go somewhere better. But this energy is moving a hella very, very, very slow. I mean, might as well be on a turtle. Because the Knight of Coins comes slow and steady. They could be like, oh my God. Well, they just gave me the North Pole. The North Pole changes ever so slightly. And we don't even know. Even the world. Did y'all realize? Because the Earth is on an axis. Right? It's on an axis. So it turns ever so slowly, slightly enough to where we don't really feel it. Once in a while, people like myself that are sensitive to energies can kind of feel it. And I get the sidewinder because even with the barometer changes, it gives me the sidewinder feeling. Because my body can feel these subtle changes. But you, in general, people out there don't feel it. Don't feel that our world is turning, but our world does turn. And that's the way it is for this Knight. The Knight does move, even though he's so freaking slow. I mean, he probably stops at every tavern to fucking eat, to let his horse eat and rest. And then he's on a Clydesdale. So he moves slower than fucking molasses. Okay? Something's coming towards you. What I think is coming towards you, that's why I say there's a mixture of energies here. On the one hand, calamity. On the other hand, look what we got. A love offer. More so, either a romantic marriage offer, okay? Or taking it to the next step if you're already in a relationship. And if you're not in a relationship, or if you are in separation, they might just be coming back to offer you something very, very solid, if not a marriage. Why I'm concerned is because this person or you seems to be in crises. Again, I will point out the obvious. 9 and 10 of Swords has been coming out following this, plaguing this person that I keep picking up on. These are not positive energies at all to be in. And then coming in with the 5 of Coins. So are they coming in telling you they're in need, Libra? You know, again, I love to talk about my mom in that she would always tell us where 1 or 2 could eat. You know, people could eat in general, right? I mean, you got to break bread and share. But at the same time, this person is going through it. Whoever this is going through it. And it doesn't look like it's getting any better for them. It doesn't. So then what are you going to do with them if they come towards you and offer you love? Because, okay, I'm going to keep it real. I'm a romantic. We can live on love. But, you know, we're going to have to live outside in a hut or something. I mean, you know, or one of us has to have some money. One of us has to have a place to live. And there's got to be plans to be made, right? You can't just jump into a relationship all gung-ho and you don't know where you're going. Where are you going? Where are you going? Got 2 horses. We got 1 horse that comes at a decent speed. That is the Knight of Cups. But this one is very, very slow. Very, very slow. So I'm not sure. But we gotta be some adults in the room. There's gotta be some adults in the room. Because I'm sure some of you guys are like, Victoria Violet, it's not fine. I don't want this person without money. Then I'm not talking to you, and you're fine with deciding you don't want this person back. I'm talking to the other people that perhaps have been waiting for this person, waiting for them to come back, and are ushering this person in. They gotta have a plan. You gotta think things through. Because there's a change coming. It might, like, you can't get anything done because you feel like some dumbbells are tied to your feet. Right? Some anvils even. Might be that. It might be that that's why they're coming in really slow. Because they just don't feel themselves, feel good. I don't know. But for sure, there's something trying to end here. Something is trying to come to a crashing finish. Finito. And I'm telling you, that's what I'm seeing. Person, on the one hand, they want to offer you love, they want to offer you marriage, or something like marriage, or take it to the next level. On the other hand, at the end of the rainbow, what I see at the bottom of the deck, let's see what I see. Besides, I see the Ace of Coins, I see the 10 of Coins, and the Fate card. But they did come in reverse. So I'm going to way, but come in reverse. With all this energy that I'm seeing over here with the 9 and 10 of Swords, this person has a lot of depression. So when you have a lot of depression, guess what else you have? You have a lot of pessimism. This person's coming in showing themselves as the King of Swords to you, Libra. Once they walk away from something that should be coming up really fast, if they allow themselves, they gotta pull themselves out almost from the gutter. I hate to use that term because I'm not trying to say that where they are is the gutter, but what they're feeling like is that's what they're feeling is that they're in the gutter. And I'm only saying that by what I can see, what's being displayed here for everyone to see with the 9 and 10 of Swords and the 5 of Coins. So again, I don't think this person's walking away with very much, which is fine if you want them back. If you don't want them back, don't take them back. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Don't fight with a tarot reader. I'm just here to tell you what I see. You're right. Let me grab the Witch's Wisdom real quick. Let's see what they can show us. Trying to grab something that we can give them for clarity maybe, or for maybe give them some kind of clues as to what they could do to help themselves get out of this rut or whatever it is they're in. It's not a good place. A 9 and 10 of Swords, you might as well, I don't even want to say it. You might as well be trying to keep yourself from going into an insane asylum. Because somebody's going to, cannot be a good thing. So I always disclose, please call 911. Ask them for the non-emergency, get the non-emergency number. If you're going through anything like this, ask them for different numbers and hotlines that they have, that they're privy to, okay? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. All right. So anyway, nonetheless, you can go fuck your grandmother. How about that? Back to tarot. Trying to see who I can help figure out how to get out of this hot mess that they put in themselves with the 9 and the 10 of swords and the 5 of coins. Because they didn't go... We're talking about the cycles of the moon, and we're talking about feminine energy. So a feminine energy, which is probably why this Libra Queen, this Queen of Swords, is coming out. This Libra Queen needs to help. I know I don't make up the rules. I just shuffle the cards. So it doesn't matter at what stage of life you're in. It could be a maiden, it could be a mother, or it could be a crone that you're in stage-wise of your life. Your energy right now, feminine, is very important in general. And it's also very important as to how this person, which is coming in the King of Swords, and I just realized something when I'm being distracted by rude people and obnoxious people, which I just finished saying, keep it PG. Y'all don't seem to understand, but okay. I'm talking to ruffians. You have a counterpart right here, King and Queen of Swords. You have your counterpart. So in this essence, in this instance, you have no choice but to help someone that's going to be asking you for help. Most likely, the feminine is going to have to help the masculine. Don't shoot the messenger. I just keep telling you guys, this masculine is going through the 9 and the 10 of swords and is experiencing the 5 of coins in some way. Their life feels like they are going in slow motion, and I'm saying that because the freaking Knight of coins is right there. So what else do y'all want me to say? They are going over and over and over in their thoughts, which is the 7 of cups. What else would you like to tell us, Spirit, before we break into the next part of tarot? And I'm grateful for your messages. And also feminines, my divine feminines, you guys, really, 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 you guys are feminines, are air signs, especially the Libras, are very much in power right now. So you should step into your power. When you have intentions, be careful what you're sending out. Careful about your intentions. That's the other thing, that people do need to be careful as to what they're sending out, because it'll come back to you. Anything else, Spirit, before I close this portion of the tarot out? Anything else, please, and thank you. Some people around here need some cleanses, but we've already talked about that. And I think it's this masculine here that's coming out as the King of Swords. You need a good cleansing. I'm telling you, if you don't believe in that, just stand in the shower. Allow that water to run over you, around your body and on your head, and just ask God to cleanse you. Because you have a shit ton of things going on inside your brain that are not allowing you to function correctly. And you need to get out of this circular thought pattern shit that's going on in your head, because if you don't, you're doomed to stay in this. And that's what people want from you right now. You got to understand, Mr. King of Swords, whoever I'm picking up on, you got to understand that's the way they want you. This is your strength. This is you standing in your strength. This is not standing in your strength. This is weak. Look at that. This is your weak. You're weak. You're weak. You're helpless. You're weak. You're helpless. You're done. You're useless. Your brain doesn't help you to fight. If you are the true King of Swords, you have to cleanse that nasty energy. Because if not, you cannot think straight to save your life. How can you walk away? How can you walk towards something good? How can you offer the Libra collective anything positive if you can't think right? Okay? Anything else, please, and thank you, that you'd like to tell our either Libra masculines or fellow air sign or somebody with highly aspected air in their chart. Alchemy. Alchemy is somebody using magic against you. They're telling you to cleanse yourself. Is there anything else you want to tell this King of Swords that I'm picking up on? I guess we're going to have a really specific night for this portion of the tarot. There is fulfillment ahead. See that? Fulfillment with your cup of love. There is fulfillment with your cup of love. But son, you need to get some work done on you. You need to start cleansing yourself. You got a shit ton of things all around you that are so nasty energy-wise. If you were my client, I'd be like, dude, first things first, you need a cleansing. First things first, you need a cleansing. Because you're losing everything. You're all stressed out. You're feeling like you're going in slow motion. You can't stop thinking in circular patterns about everything and anything. And then you want to come towards the Libra. I don't know what you think you're going to accomplish by coming towards the Libra all crazy like that. Except maybe if you need the Libra's help, you need to reach out to the Libra and you need to tell the Libra, because otherwise the Libra is going to look at you and go, what on God's green earth happened to you? The hell? Let me make sure this is not going anywhere. So I don't feel like picking up cards. Anything else you'd like to tell us? Try to clarify with our other tarot deck, please. Our tarot, as I call it. Would you like to tell us anything else, please, and thank you. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us, please, and thank you? Okay? King of Cups is coming out with the Chariot. Y'all know that that's either a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. The other is the Chariot, and it's ruled by Cancer or the Moon, by water. Now, we have water twice, we have Cancer twice. So lots of emotions. Lots of emotions here. Now this person wants to balance their emotions. And they want to move. They want to have progress here. But Spirit, things are so messed up. Are they going to have good progress? Are they going to be able to move forward? Look at that. I told you guys, deep in thought, deep in thought, deep in thought. 4 Cups. 4 Cups. Nothing is seeming... They're in apathy and they're in contemplation. Nothing is seeming to move forward. They want to move forward. I don't think this person knows how to move forward. The World card is coming out, which is Saturn and Earth. Oh my God, there's supposed to be some completions here. They're supposed to have attainment here. Spirit, is this person going to be able to move up and move on in life? Yes or no? Is this person going to be able to move up or out of their situation? They're going towards the Empress. So we could say she's already come out twice. Because this is the goddess right there. And this another name for the Empress is the goddess. Because she is the goddess mother. All they know, from what I can tell, is they want their goddess. They want their Libra. 4 of Coins, because they want what they want. The heart wants what the heart wants. 4 of Coins. Oh my God. A sense of security is where they're trying to get to. A sense of security. I think this person is lost. Everything that I'm seeing here, this person seems to be very lost in their life at this time. I don't think they have any continuity in their life. I don't think they know which way they're going. I think that they really need a friend, if nothing else. What do we have here? We have the... Oh, my God. Well, first things first, they're spying on you. Got the page here. I think that they've been watching you again. Sometimes people are like, well, we don't even know, they don't know where I live. Okay, do they know where you work? Do they have friends, mutual friends? Do they know people? Do they know your family, etc.? Same old, same old. If not, well, then this is not your story. Somebody's watching you. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Air. Very curious about you. They do have a thirst for knowledge, but they are spying on you. They're looking into you because they want to know more about you, trying to gather information. They feel like you are the star. And they feel like one day, if not now, that you are the 10 of coins. That's not a good reason to come towards a Libra. I keep saying that. But then again, if they're in this situation, they might be looking at you like the prize. Oh my God, stop it. The cards don't want to stay in my hands. Anything else you want to tell us, please, and thank you. Is there anything else you want to tell us about this situation? Is there anything else you want to tell us about the situation? Is there anything else you want to tell us about the situation? What is the outcome? What is the outcome, please? What is the outcome, please? What is the out? I'm not taking the one from the floor. What is the outcome, please? I'm not taking the one from the floor. Y'all need to learn to stop throwing things on the floor. A lot of inner strength is required right now. Lots of courage. Lots of air. I hope nobody's going through court. I hope nobody's going through jail or prison. Betrayed and deception. Betrayal and deception. Dishonesty, theft, getting away. Trickery and fraud. Is there fraud going on in this person's life? Has somebody defrauded them? Are they defrauding? Because they tried to make something manifest. And the thing that they tried to make manifest was somebody with money, or to stay with somebody that had money. Anything else? I'm not taking the one on the floor. Anything else, please, and thank you. Too tired to be playing that game, Spirit. Things are up in the air right here. They're trying to make manifest someone with money. Multiple priorities. Juggling, which we've already talked about. Decisions, weighing options. A Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energy. I never call out the signs because it could be anybody. Trying to beat somebody at their own game, and it is concerning finances. They're trying to not have to walk away looking crazy like this. I'm not going to say I've never been in that situation, because I have. Meaning not wanting to walk away with nothing. But what I see, guys, is that you gotta be careful when you're playing these games with people. You gotta be careful that you don't fuck yourself. And I mean that. Because sometimes in trying to defeat somebody that's just as crafty or more crafty than you are, you might lose yourself. You might lose yourself. You might literally end up more fucked up in the head or without, because you've been fighting these people for so long, or dealing with these people for so long, that you think you're getting somewhere, and in reality, they got you to play their game, which was the long game. A lot of people play psychological warfare with you, and you don't even fucking realize, because you're not as good at it as they are. That's their forte. And so how do you know that while you are playing this I'm not going to lose. I'm not leaving without what's mine. How do you know that's not what they want? How do you know that that's not their plan, to keep you as long as they can? Why do you think some people can go to court with all these big major companies and corporations, even though the corporation is going to have to end up paying out because they're at fault, but they're playing the long game? So they want you to get tired and walk away with nothing. And the moral of the story is that half of the complaints or plaintiffs do walk away because they get tired of it. Okay? But also they get damaged along the way. This is an example, but I know that almost happened to me. It took 3.5 years to settle something once upon a time. And if I wasn't the person that I am and so strong-willed, I would have walked away with nothing. Because they whittled me down. So it was to the wire. If it had not happened, I would have walked away. And the reason I would have walked away is because they're paid for that. Those lawyers are paid to whittle you down. Ooh, Lord. I just heard the loudest, I don't even know what tone that was. That tone was off the hook. So I'm on to something. Somebody is being whittled down. They don't want you to leave. And they definitely, if you leave, don't want you to leave with stuff. So I'm sorry, Mr. Libra or Mr. Crosswatcher or Mr. Air Sign or Mr. whoever you are. You need to decide. It's come to that. Decide to leave with your faculties, your mental health intact, or at least to where you can not have your brain scrambled, or leave at a much, much later time if you can, which I doubt, because time's a ticking and that door is closing. I mean, you just barely have a hair left to leave as it is, or just stay with that situation indefinitely and just live and die like that. I'm not trying to be brutal. I'm being honest. If these people don't decide to get out of those unnecessary marriages, connections, they're going to be stuck there indefinitely until they go back to their maker. That's what Spirit is telling me anyway. There's no way out. So I'd rather leave with some money and leave knowing that, yeah, they may have defeated me because they're the wickeder people. They're the more conniving people. They're the ones that they've always been in the marriage just for the money. And I'm finally getting that through my head and figuring that out. Don't know why I didn't see it sooner, but it's better sooner. It's better late than never. But you get out with your dignity and you get out knowing that you did your best to stay, but it just wasn't workable. But I'm telling you, two things are going to happen here. You think that in 20 years you're going to be able to leave when the children are out of the house, XYZ, and more children come because grandchildren are coming? It's not going to happen. And if you think that they already got you in their claws, what do you think is going to happen later? I'm telling you what I see. And what I see here is somebody that is more conniving and contriving than you are. And they know what they're doing. They're only forcing your hand to do one of two things. One, you want to leave, you leave, but you leave with little to nothing, which I would take that. I would gladly take that. Because the 9 and 10 of swords are trying to make you cuckoo, 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 and you're still not going to leave anyway. You're still not going to leave anyway. So either ways, they win. And I'm sorry, I wish I could see something more beautiful for you, wherever I'm picking up on. But they're going to win. And they're going to have you even more in their hands when you're cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. So why don't you just leave while you're still not completely cuckoo, even if you're only walking away with the 5 of coins. I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you better, but I'm not here to lie to anybody. That's what I'm picking up on. And I'll tell you in a minute, as soon as I'm done with this portion, The only thing I know to tell you from people that were asking me questions earlier today, and I was like, what are these psycho people wanting from me? But I'll tell you as much as I can from what I can say, from what I've experienced, and I can only tell you from my experience. But I know you don't know what I'm talking about. I'll get to that in a minute. Spirit, is there anything that you'd like to tell this group of Libras in closing in reference to the person I see that really just needs to walk away from that snake of a female? Because I'm telling you, she's playing the long game, and this bitch knows what she's doing, and you are going to lose. I'm sorry, you're losing. Hands down, you lose. All right, let's pick up here. You know, sometimes Satan brings people into your life, and sometimes God allows it. Why do you think Job went through what he went through? Why do you think God allowed Job to go through what he went through? Ain't that a bitch? I love you, but ain't that a bitch? So Creator is allowing you to be pushed around by this female because you won't leave. You're punishing yourself. So don't cry for me, Argentina. Let's see. In closing, as far as the tarot is concerned, security, Libra. Security is a grave concern right now. It's important. You came out again, my Libra feminine. That is the Queen of Swords. Two of Swords on whether you're going to have a new beginning or not. You want movement, but something's not moving very fast for you right now. You are going to have new love come into your life. I'm talking to my feminines. For some reason, the masculines are having a hard time right now. There is a new beginning coming to you, and this should have come together in the month of August. If it didn't, that's okay. But you do have a new start. You have a new start 3 times over, and you have 3 threes. So mother load for my Libra feminines tonight, that you have movement and growth with the 3 of coins, the 3 of cups, and the 3 of wands. Everything is moving in the right direction for you. You might have a little bit of indecision or a little bit of strife going on there for you, Miss Libra. But let me tell you, you're going to be fine. You're going to be right as rain. Back to the conversation at hand as I'm putting my cards away. So the question was, why am I live if I'm not going to interact? I come live not to interact with people, but because YouTube is so hard to get my videos to load that an hour of filming my video and then another 8 to 12 hours for my videos to load is the reason that I go live. Not to talk to people, not because I don't like to talk to people, but I've had some nasty vermin people come on my channel that are called trolls. Like the person that I deleted right now because they were saying stupid things about their grandmother. I've had people ask me to lick their feet, to show them my feet and other parts of my body. I don't need people talking smack to me. I really don't. Y'all don't understand that I work with energy, so I can send out energy to you. So please stop it. It doesn't matter that you're away from me. I can still send out what you're bringing to me. Now, with that said, that's a good segue. The question was, how do I do what I do? I just do. I just do. I'm not here to teach about how I do my tarot. I'm not here to teach anybody how they can do tarot. And the reason is because when I first started reading for the general public, I took 2 people under my wing that were in poverty. And no, I'm not lying. If I'm lying, may God strike me dead. I literally taught them how to do tarot, and then they fucked me royally. So I don't teach people how to do tarot. I've been forbidden by spirit to teach people how to do tarot, if that makes any sense to you. The other thing, hi Joaquin, how are you doing? The other thing is, I'm not here to experience telling you how I'm doing tarot. All I can tell you is this in the metaphysics, okay? As a life coach and as a teacher in general, okay, on the metaphysics. We are all born psychic. We're all born psychic, okay? But some of us have allowed life and people in general in our life to tell us we don't see things, to tell us we don't know things, to tell us we can't do this, okay? So unfortunately, that has been knocked out of you. Then there's people like myself that came already self-activated, meaning we were born clairvoyant. We were born psychic mediums. We were born with the gift of knowing. So I've been knowing, having the knowing, the second sight, since I was out of the birth canal. I just came that way. A lot of people that are called crystals, a lot of people that are called indigos, like myself. I'm a second waver. Well then, Joaquin, you don't need to be here. Okay? Nobody that's 10 years old needs to be here. So again, so I can't tell you how to go about being psychic. I can only tell you that we're all psychic and you should have that connectivity. But if you don't have that connectivity anymore, it's probably because you've taught yourself that it's wrong. You've taught yourself that you shouldn't do it. You've talked, people have talked you into you shouldn't be seeing things, that it's wrong, that the Bible, this, that, and the other. While I believe in God, the Father, He is my creator, He gave me this gift. So you'd have to take it up with Him as to how I can see things and how I can do things. You also have to take it up with Him how energy works if you're not willing to get into the metaphysics, if you're not willing to look into physics, because we're made out of energy. This car I'm sitting in is made out of energy. The computer that runs it is made out of energy. Everything around us, including the air, is filled with energy. The internet is filled with energy. This phone is filled with energy. The lights that are on in the car are filled with energy. We're all made out of energy. So my energy, since I'm a healer, that's my main gift. I am a healer and I'm a Reiki sensei. If you look at people who study martial arts, they learn the art of centering themselves and meditation, etc. Some Reiki masters can light, and you can look this up on YouTube. There are Reiki masters or Kung Fu masters that can light a fire with a paper that they just crumble up, and they can use their energy to make that paper light, okay, into a flame. So we have a lot of energy, and you have to learn to use this energy. You harness it and you direct it, okay? So yes, I can pick up things while I'm on the phone here filming myself live with you. I can pick up on my customers, my clients, when I'm on the phone with them, and I can answer their questions pertaining to their life. That's just the way it works. I am not going to get into what a lot of people are doing. I think the CIA, I'm not sure. But I think I read somewhere where the CIA is trying to recreate how we that are psychic mediums or psychics or clairvoyants, how we obtain our information. The CIA in the past has used people which were my past friends who have passed because they were older than I am, so they're no longer with us. And they would tell me stories about how the CIA had a program, and in that program they were used as people that were called remote viewers. Well, I am a remote viewer. That's why I can tap in. I can tap into people. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, I can tap in. Other people are like me too. They can tap in. That's as much as I'm going to tell you, because if you're not into the metaphysics, you have no business asking. And I will tell you this. I'm going to tell you this and I'll leave it with you. Okay? This is all I'm about to say. People can try to replicate the things that we do all they want. When God makes you a certain way, God makes you a certain way. They're trying to play God. They're never going to be God. Secondarily, the way of the goddess is free. But Those things are hidden when you're a pagan. If you're actually going into initiations and things like that, you will learn. Things will be made known to you, and things will be given to you for free. But you do have to dedicate yourself to the goddess, okay? And I'm not talking about a goddess that's evil. I'm talking about the goddess mother, okay? And that's up to you. I'm not here to advocate for one way or the other. I'm just expressing myself because I was asked a question and I'm answering here. I will not be stopping my readings every fucking time to explain how I do things or how I know things. I was born this way. God decided to make me this way. Just like he made my hair a color, my eyes a color, my skin tone a color. God made me this way and gave me these gifts. So I don't answer to man. I don't answer to man-made rules. I don't answer to man-made religions. God never came down. Even Jesus didn't come down and say, you must form a religion and it's going to be called XYZ. You must follow a particular book and it's going to be called XYZ. While the Bible is beautiful and it has so many beautiful passages and a lot of good things in there, it's not exhaustive, because if it were, God would not have made me the way it is that I am. Okay? And God has a lot of people that prophesied in the Bible, including people that were told not to go and look for dead people and not to call them back, and they did. So don't just read what suits you as per how you feel myself and others should or shouldn't do things in life, or how we should express our gifts in life. Read the Bible inclusively so that you know that, hey, either there's been exceptions in the Bible or somebody's been fucking around with the Bible and put things in there that were not meant to be. Like when they allowed the king to what? To call on the last witch, which was the witch of Endor. After he himself had put out a bounty on all their heads and he had had them all killed. And you also have to then go back and research what the word witch really means, because it doesn't mean witchcraft. It doesn't mean somebody who is only using magic. There's other connotations and expressions that are attached to the word witch, which is really a wise person. But go do your homework. Go do your homework and quit judging people. Quit it, because you're looking like an idiot. Anyway, that's as much as I'm going to tell you. You know, go and read a book on physics. Go read a book. Go read a book on telekinesis. Go read a book on psychic abilities. Go read a book on palm reading. Go read a book on astrology and astronomy. Go read a book. Grow yourself. Learn something and quit showing your ignorance. Much love and light to you. Bye.